Hi, this is Bill Schaeffer with another amazing true story. This happened while I was an undergraduate at University of Illinois. It was during the study break before finals. I'd been studying all morning long for my engineering test and decided it was time for lunch. So I cooked myself some tomato soup to have soup and sandwiches. Absent-mindedly, I forgot about the soup on the stove, and when I looked, it was bubbling all over in a pink froth all over the gas stove. So without thinking about it, I turned off the gas, I moved the pot away, I grabbed a sponge, and then I grabbed the cast iron burner grate with my fingers to lift it up to clean the stove because I was in a hurry to get back to studying. Well, that burner grate was still hot from the fire, from the gas fire, and I burned my fingers bad, and it hurt. I dropped it immediately, and my fingers were burnt and they were discolored. And that ruined my plans for the day. Later that afternoon, I called my friend Mark and was talking to him on the phone. And he said, "Oh, why don't you just rub some vitamin E into it? And the vitamin E is good for your skin, and that might help heal it." And then it went off like a light bulb in my mind. Aloe vera. When I went back to school, my grandmother had given me an aloe vera plant. And I usually keep an aloe vera plant wherever I live. And I'd heard that the aloe vera was useful in treating burns, sometimes called the medicine plant or the burn plant, or has a lot of different names. But I didn't know how to use the aloe vera. So I took the plant and I cut one of the leaves off, and it has thick, juicy leaves. And when it's healthy, they're full and tight leaves. And so I cut that off, and I started squeezing the gel from inside the leaf into the wound or into the burn marks on my fingers. And it really hurt. But very shortly, it just totally dried up. And then I squeezed some more gel into my fingers where they were hurt, and it hurt like mad, but after a little while that gel dried all up. And it was hard to squeeze the gel out of the leaf. You really have to work at it and compress all the cell structure inside the leaf to get the gel to come out. So I sat there on my couch in my little living room for about 45 minutes just squeezing aloe vera gel, fresh aloe vera gel from my aloe vera houseplant into my burn marks on my fingers. And the amazing thing is, this after an hour and a half of doing that, after an hour and a half of treatment, I could rub my fingers together like this, just like this. And they were discolored, and you could see the dark coloring on my fingertips where I had grabbed the burner grate. But they did not turn into blisters, and they were healed. And it was almost like a miracle. But, it was just the aloe vera. And I was sitting there squeezing the aloe vera into my fingers. And I was able to return to studying, and I was able to take all my finals, and I did well. I did well enough to eventually get into graduate school. But I always remembered aloe vera. And from then on, I tried to always have aloe vera around. I started buying aloe vera soap and aloe vera lotion and making sure that everything had aloe vera in it. And since then, I've found that I prefer to buy those skincare products that have aloe vera because of the miraculous way it healed my fingers. Now, up to that time, when I got a burn like that, I'd have a blister and I'd be wounded for at least 2 weeks while the blister came up and then slowly went away and my skin healed itself. And just by using aloe vera, I was able to heal my fingers well enough from picking up a hot iron burner grate so that I could take tests by holding a pencil all day long. And that's amazing. I drink aloe vera and I try and use aloe vera in all my skincare products. And I think it helps you stay young, and it definitely, if you get a superficial burn or a sunburn, then aloe vera will help heal it faster than ordinarily possible. always use aloe vera. It's a miracle drug and a miracle cure for skincare. Thank you, and leave your comments below.